Hi everyone, it's Justin here, and I want to show you how you can do some neat things using NotebookLM. One of the more recent questions I had from a teacher was, how can I generate questions based off of a YouTube video? Now, in the past, we would go and find our YouTube video. So let's say I have one right here. This is a 4-part series from Extra Math on the Articles and Confederation. So I would copy that link and I would go to some of my favorite tools that would generate this. So one of them, for example, could be Magic School. In Magic School, I could come in here and I could input the YouTube transcript. Now, they actually walk you through how to get that transcript, because when you upload a YouTube video, it automatically generates that for you. So you can copy and paste that info in, and it'll generate questions based off of that. Now, if you come in here and look, you have a limited number of questions that you can do. You can do up to 10. And you can do multiple choice, free response, or true and false. Now note, a way around the 10 question limit is when you put your transcript in based off, you can add different parts and then generate multiple questions based off of just different parts of the transcript. But sometimes we don't want to do that. Now we could use Question Well. Question Well is a great way to generate questions based off of multiple different inputs that you can put in, one of them being YouTube. But this is a freemium, so for free you can generate 10 questions. You can use your daily allotment of upgrades to get more, or you can also come in and you can select different ones. Multiple choice is always the free one for teachers, but you can use your daily allotment to select different kinds. Now instead, what we could do is we could use NotebookLM. NotebookLM allows us to input anything. And basically, it's like a Gemini or a Perplexity or a ChatGPT based off of only the resources you enter in. So because I wanted to show you an example of what this looks like and how it works, I already kind of generated one here for you. So this was the Extra Math series, and there's 4 parts to it. Now, in a NotebookLM, you can add anything you want. So you can drag and drop PDF files or different kinds of Google Docs, Microsoft Excel sheets, whatever you can think of, you can put into here. But it also allows you to add files from your Google Drive, from a website, or a YouTube video. Now note, just like Magic School, what NotebookLM does, it only uses the text transcript. So you would have to want to go through your questions that it generates and just make sure that they're actually accurate. But with NotebookLM being a language model, it does fix some of those transcript errors automatically as it goes along, which is cool. So this kind of takes that step out of Magic School and does it for you here automatically. But like you can see here, I was able to add all 4 different parts. Now, what you can do inside of here is this is like a Gemini or a ChatGPT, but it's only using the sources you've added to allow you to ask questions to. So I can come in here and ask it a question. I could say, generate a 25 question multiple choice test, and be sure to give me an answer key because I need that. Now when I hit go, this will think here for a second, and what it's doing is actually going through those different text transcripts in those sources and generating the questions here as it goes along. It takes a second, but you see, there it goes, pretty quick. You'll see it all generate across. Oh, and there goes the answer key. So this will actually generate all the multiple choice questions here for me. And the neat thing is, what you'll notice is there's like a little number, like the in-text citation. If you maybe paid attention in English and you learned MLA, this was kind of like your in-text citation for there. If you click it though, it'll actually bring you to where in the video it's stated and the text that it grabbed it from. So you can see that across here in different spots. Let's say number 4. I can see the locations as it goes. Now there's where it pulls from in the other videos and where it pulled from in that text. So not only do you get the questions, you actually can see where it cites it in the video. And it does that for you and also gives you the multiple choice exam or answer key. So you can have it generated across there. Now, if you only wanted to have it do it for one of the videos, you could actually uncheck all those sources and say, maybe I only want to do it from this one. Generate. I can't spell today though. Generate 5 long answer questions with a answer key. Now what this will do is we'll only use this source to generate those questions. So you could put every video in there, but then select only the source that you want to use. And there it goes. I think this is getting really long questions. I maybe wanted to use short answer. I don't think any kid is going to write that much. But you can see I have the questions and I have an answer key that goes along with it. So really easily you can generate information based off of these videos. Now there are some other things that you can do to help you understand what you can do with this stuff. Google does provide you a studio function. And in here you can actually generate different parts. So like in here, I actually have, it generates a podcast based off of these 4 videos. Now each video itself is about, I think 8-9 minutes long. All right. Here it generated a 7-minute podcast based off of those. I had it actually generate a video. So it actually consolidate those down into one smaller chunk. And you can also have it generate flashcards. So obviously my flashcards here, maybe a day of class, I want to come in and tell kids, all right, what was the first national government of the United States of America? I can see it was that. I can come through once again, click, and if students have questions on any of these, I can actually hit the explain. And it will come up into here and explain that in more detail using only your sources that you have along with it. So the NotebookLM does a lot of great things, not just for you as a teacher, but it can also do different things for students. A new feature inside Google Classroom here is if we go into our classwork, we can create, and there's a NotebookLM option in here. Now for the NotebookLM option inside Google Classroom, we can pick from content that we've added to our classroom already. So if you had those 4 YouTube videos in there, you could say, okay, use these 4 videos to make my NotebookLM, or I can say select existing and find my NotebookLM that I already had made. Attach. And let's just say this is going to be my example. Articles of Confederation. Once again, can't spell. I'll hit post. And now students would have access to that NotebookLM. So they could go in, have the links to the videos. They could then come in, generate the parts that are useful to them, and interact with that text. So you could have students make their own quizzes. They could make their own flashcards. They could do all kinds of different stuff, all set up by what you did in NotebookLM and then tying it to Google Classroom. So NotebookLM is a really great handy tool for everything that you need to do as a teacher. It can not only make your life a little easier, but it can create amazing resources for students to also access and grab the content in your stuff. I hope this video was helpful and that you have a good day.